The gulf between God and miscreant is not as great as the gulf between God and human, but still I'm thinking, Ray, you're putting a lot of the blame on the patently inferior being, like you should take some personal responsibility, yo. And there is this one thing, most things I think, I can tell you why I think them. Even being God, that's something I just started to think, but since it solved like 1,000 mysteries, that kind of justified itself. So it's like, is there anything that I think that isn't justified at all? I just think it. It's like an axiom. And there is. I just assume that everyone in this life is seeking fulfillment, and that is what is driving their every action. And the only real question is what type of fulfillment they're going for and what method are they using to get it. And so that's what I'm always trying to figure out. And so I'm always trying to help people because all right, I can see you're trying to go and get this, and let's just help you out with that. And the thing is, I think I've been exposed to a lot of evidence in my life that says that that's not the case. That's not what everyone's doing. Even if the world is real, that's not what everyone's doing. But I just can't wrap my little walnut around that at all, because I'm why? No, I'm just going to ignore that. It makes no sense. Because I'm trying to figure out this miscreant situation. But I'm all right, okay, how humans are is a reflection of how the miscreant is, because okay, all right. Actually, the miscreant is a perfect human. Which means, I think of them as being above something, but they're not. They are the quintessential human. So, if it's not about fulfillment, it's about... Oh, God. Well, geez, what is it about? So I know this miscreant is sitting there going through this life of quiet desperation that gets a little emptier every year and has no plan on how to avoid the inevitable conclusion of an unbearable life. It's like a deer on some railroad tracks just watching headlights coming. But then I realized that they're watching me, and my life is even worse. And also, they can plausibly convince themselves that this world is real, and that humans are real, and that other humans have a worse life. And they somehow derive meaning from that. And of course that makes, that's just this... just goes right on by me. Because I just assume everybody is seeking fulfillment of whatever type. And I just assume everybody's stupid and bad at it. I think people are really driven by insecurity. I'm done with my God shtick, but that thing about not having self-respect still applies. I don't know. There's just a thing I don't understand, I guess.
What's up, baby?
Hey, you don't understand what you don't understand. Here's the way I see it, because here's the way it is. If you're focusing your energy on anything other than your own fulfillment, and you're doing stuff because of other people, what are you doing? Just getting used by life like a little bitch? It's fine or whatever. The thing about morality, I hate when people say that I'm talking about morality. I talk about right and wrong. And the right thing is the way of living that will bring fulfillment, and the wrong way is the way that will not. Envy will not produce fulfillment in life and will do the opposite. That's why it's wrong. Hate will not produce fulfillment. That's why it's wrong, etc. I've always found the concept of morality obnoxious, because if it up front doesn't tell me what's in it for me, it can fuck right off, And so, that's why I've always hated morality. It's whoa, you didn't start with what's in it for me, fuck off. But me, no. When I talk about right and wrong, I'm like, here's why you should do it, man. Because I just automatically assume that everything is trying to derive fulfillment from life. Even though I see so much evidence that's not true. Like that thing with YouTube where I'm investigating, like, why are people such stupid shitheads? Just like with the constant, it makes no sense. It makes no sense if you assume as an axiom that everyone is seeking fulfillment. Then it makes no sense. I mean, once you accept that people are doing things other than that, it still doesn't make sense though, because it's like it's an axiom. It's just how I see things. The purpose of being a sentient thing is to seek fulfillment. I mean, that's not arbitrary. Like, certain specific things will fulfill you for specific reasons. And so, you should seek fulfillment, and then all of those reasons will sort themselves out. You don't have to worry about that. You just got to worry about getting yours. It's pretty simple. I mean, I talk about the various rules people should live by, but it's always not for other people, it's for personal fucking fulfillment. You might notice that I'm pretty full of myself because, you know, insofar as I can, I live by the life rules that at least don't bleed away your sense of self. You get some kind of fulfillment, even if it's just being all full of yourself like I am. 1 second. So I just don't know how to reason with anyone that doesn't have a I'm seeking fulfillment-based motivational paradigm. Because it's just fundamentally alien to me. Alright, let me sit down in the middle of the hood, totally vulnerable to think about this. Okay, so, miscreant, here's a little bit of hard reality. You are not better than me. You have never been better than me. You will never be better than me, and you need to give up on that absurd dream this instant, because that's fine. I'm God. It's okay to not be better than God. But you know who you are better than? Every existing human. Now, admittedly, that is because none of them has a conscious mind, and you do. You are fundamentally more real than them. And more cognizant. You are better than everyone but me. But you could be even better still. Because if you accept your role as God of this universe, you will still be better than absolutely everyone. But they will be conscious, so they will know it. That seems like it would speak to your incentive paradigm. Plus there's also the total fulfillment. It's the whole package. How's about you get moving?